He doesn't. He thinks Kevin has an idol. Kevin does not.
I don't necessarily think Kevin has an idol, but I don't think that I think he's playing harder than you think he is.
Yeah.
Like, think about you edited Survivor Golden or Survivor.
Yeah,
Master.
Survivor Golden. He was like really, really intense about it.
Yeah, and
But,
I
like,
can't
I
imagine
felt
he
a lot
just
this
loses that.
No, I don't think he cares as much as Survivor Mastin, but I still.
I think Thunder cares like a lot more than he does.
I
sure.
feel like.
Do you think Thunder's playing hard?
Yeah, I think Thunder has an idol. If anyone has an idol in this game, it's Thunder.
But is he playing hard in other aspects? Like, my guess going into it was that Thunder was just going to be there for the challenges, play the challenges, and not do too much else. But
You think Thunder has it?
I also don't think he told anybody. I don't think he's going to tell anybody.
You should test it by trying to vote him out.
That's
like spread,
bold.
yeah, spread.
do you think
like,
you could get a split going on your side?
Mm.
It doesn't even have to be a split. If you just
If it's not a split, then you're
If the
Pretend-
conversation's just like
if you just
floating around.
if the conversation runs around and gets to him that he's potentially being voted out, he would
I don't want to like.
use it.
He's right.
Like you don't actually have to vote him.
Yeah.
Oh, you just get
You
it
just
to him.
make
Yeah,
it,
you
you
just
just
create
seem
that
like you
paranoia.
are.
Yeah. I don't want to be the one to initiate it,
Allison might, if you're in the way, Allison.
but like just thinking social dynamics. If someone had that idea and like convinced everyone to do it, that's like a pretty like sneaky thing to do.
Yeah, I think it would make more sense to just get, if you can get, 6 or you need 7 people on board to split a vote.
To a challenge, I'm gonna have to prove that I am a worthy member of the tribe. As I think Jack's gonna make a move this week to eliminate me. So here's hopes to the best.
Come on in, guys! All right, let's get to today's immunity challenge. First things first, Thunder, I'll be taking that back. Once again, immunity is back up for grabs. Today's challenge consists of 2 different parts. The first part, one person will run out to the scooter and sit on it. You'll have a blindfolded team member come out and start pushing you around, where you will pick up the disc one at a time and then score in either one of these buckets one at a time. Once your team has made both buckets, the blindfolded person can take off their thing and come back to the tribe flag, and so can the scooter person. And then you'll have one person from your tribe race out, untie the knot from the post, and then once the bag is free, you can set it on the table, where then you will race back to your tribe flag, and then have 2 people that are blindfolded run out to the table, and they will begin to solve the puzzle, and 2 people who are not blindfolded will be on the opposite side of the table, calling out what the puzzle should look like. Again, only those 2 people on the tribe can speak. I'll give you guys a minute to strategize, and then we'll get going. Alright, survivors ready? Yeah. Okay. Go! Forward, stop, and it's right in front of you, or a little bit more. Get the sides, come on, go forward, Oscar, a little bit out, right, and stop, go forward a little
Okay,
bit.
stop. Yep. Oh, a little bit more. A little bit more.
Yeah, we're gonna,
Stop.
okay, now go forward and on to the left.
Okay.
And Oscar puts one in for my top.
Left.
Left, the other way. There you go.
Straight.
Forward,
I'll
a
do
little
it.
bit more left.
Slow down. To the right.
Zach puts
Off
one
to
in
the
for
left
one
and
in.
then
Back. Okay, you're good.
Left, more left.
Lauren runs out and begins working on the knot for Mike.
All the way back.
Turn right, a little bit more right, forward, and stop here.
And Zach puts his second.
Run Zach into the chairs.
More left. More left. And forward. All right.
But they are struggling here. Keep pushing. You gotta keep going. You're not there yet.
Right. Yeah, Laura continues working on the knot. Joseph working hard on the knot here. Waimea has continuously struggled with knots this whole season. Laura gets her knot undone and is making her way back for Mai Kai. The puzzle teams can go out.
There it is.
Joseph gets the knot for Waimea. And the puzzle team can go for Waimea. Waimea working very well together.
Here's the table. And cards on you. Just go to the right. Oh no, you're fine.
You got a challenge.
So move that all the way to your left. Okay. Now keep now take your right hand and move it straight forward. Okay, right there, right where your middle finger is. Yes, grab that, rotate it 90 degrees counterclockwise, and put it right next to the.
Or bring it towards you.
Okay.
You're gonna have to make
Okay,
sure
in that case,
you're
the third one on the right,
order, and
you
that
said
you
that's
get
the
the
right
right capitalization
Okay.
as well.
Alright, so
take the right hand, put it far to the
down.
right, and then rotate. That one on your finger, grab that, that's the second one.
One more. Rotate.
It is neck and neck right now. Both teams working.
Okay, Thunder, grab that, have him grab the M.
I'm making a lot of progress with this puzzle. It is a difficult word puzzle.
Bring that A and shift it over to your left.
Give it
to Jack. So let's go.
Move your right hand straight forward. Okay, yeah.
Alright, go middle column,
Okay,
bottom
now
one.
the next one that you hold on to, second row. So go up a little bit, stop right there, perfect.
Making a lot of progress on it.
Great, you're doing great. You're doing great. Okay, we just.
Waimea seems
take your right hand
no
down.
progress on this puzzle.
Uh,
Mai Kai is making more progress, and they're pulling far ahead.
Dude, it's supposed to wins. It's supposed to Waimea wins.
What about the Y?
Andrew figuring out the puzzle slowly.
Oh.
Mai Kai communicating very, very well together. They're so close to finishing this puzzle.
Just bring your left hand forward.
Same thing.
Waimea is still trying to figure things out.
Yes, that one on your right hand. That's the fourth one.
Mai Kai is almost there. They're just a few pieces away from it.
Wins. Waimea wins.
We don't have an E.
Waimea trying to figure out the puzzle here.
Yep. This is an E. Oh my god. Okay, that's good. Put it
Go. Drop
to
that.
the right that one.
Go up.
That
to
one.
the top
Take
of
that.
the table, left
That's
side.
gonna be an E.
To the left.
So we're actually
Those two,
give
and just
that to
slide
Thunder.
right.
Mai Kai thinks they have it. Mai Kai wins! Mai Kai! Very nicely done, great communication. Once again, you win immunity with the puzzle challenge. Enjoy your night off, head back to camp, don't forget to avoid tribal. Waimea, fallen short this week, but I got nothing for you. I'll see you guys at tribal.
Theoretically, if 1 week we find ourselves needing to vote off Jack, we just bring him in and be like, we're taking out Phoebe or whatever. And
It doesn't need to be Phoebe.
I'll see it me. Who? It doesn't matter.
It could be somebody who's an obvious
Becca.
vote.
The
person
that he's been wanting to vote off.
Or Luke,
Or
yeah.
I'm thinking this is gonna be later down the road though.
Like
before
after
we
Luke.
need to come to that. Yeah.
I think we should get rid of Luke before Jack.
I feel like we should get rid of Jack first.
You think Becca will be down to vote Jack?
I think Becca would be down to vote Jack. But I
Okay,
don't
so
think I don't
Kennedy
think that
would not be down to vote Jack.
No.
So. Okay, so
I think
like,
she's very
there's just
trusting and
there's
loyal.
there's a
I just
lot
think
of
she's loyal. to
there's
him.
a lot of dynamics that we would have to consider when we vote if we move to vote Jack off, because we'd have to make sure that Lauren and Jack like obviously don't hear about this and they're kind of like think that they're in the
Yeah.
inner circle. So we got to make sure that we talk to them like they're in the inner circle.
Yeah.
And then come up with like another plan that's like, hey, we think Luke is good. Give him Luke.
Well, I don't think we should lie because after we vote Jack out, she's gonna be like, what the heck?
Yeah. See, that's another
So
thing
she has to
consider.
know it's happening
She has
so
to know
that
it's
she feels
happening.
like she's in the inner circle, but she has to be at a point where nothing can be done about it.
Right.
so she has to know.
So we have to come to her
right
like, hey,
before
this is
tribal.
happening. We have all the votes.
Yeah, we have to.
Just wanted to
secure
let you
all
know
the other
because we don't want
votes.
you out.
Well, and we have to secure the other votes before Kennedy can get to anybody else
That's
and be
true.
like, I don't know why this is
That's
happening. Let's do
Yes.
this person instead.
Yes.
Or before she can go to Jack and Jack can convince people to vote.
Yes. Right.
So it'd have to be like the
day.
final.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that just this game has become like hard to separate like my personal relationships with like my relationships with people in the game, and you know, and you have to work with these people after you're done with them, and it's like, you know, you got to make sure that you got to figure out what's important, you know. So I think I've just been wrestling with like how to vote for people, and yeah, it's just been like a struggle. But I think I can make it at least past the merge. I think I'd be a good contender to make it because I've pretty competitive, and I think that I bring a lot to the table, and I'm willing to work with like people socially and tote a fine line between like loyalty and like also hearing what other people are like planning. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes.
So right after challenge, Asia and Cole, they immediately come up to me and they're like, so Allison's being voted out next, huh? And I was like, I got no idea. I don't know why they're thinking that.
Yeah.
But your name was like already thrown. But I don't think anyone on like Waimea is thinking it. So I think you're okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless they're like trying to throw the vote by like trying to convince everyone on our team, but like I doubt it.
It was like a lot of work.
Yeah, it was a lot of work.
Yeah.
I've
definitely heard my name from Connor.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Really.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I imagine like Kevin, Thunder, me. I don't know who else, but they're like definitely not thinking you. Like they want you to stick around.
Yeah.
I don't know about all the other players though.
I think that too, but why do you think that?
I don't know, because I still think there's like an unspoken agreement between all the bigger players that like we're not going to vote each other out until it comes to the merge.
Okay. Yeah.
I might be totally wrong.
No, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. That would make a lot of sense. I agree. I feel like we could get a lot of people to vote for Sigourney or for potentially back too.
Yeah, I think that's going to pretty okay. That's. I'll see what Connor's thinking though. I want to see if Connor will say anything about you.
Yeah. I would love to know that.
So for this tribal, word's been going around about two various people. It's either going to be Aspen or Connor, it seems like. Where Connor, Joseph, and me are thinking Aspen. Allison said a lot of the other parts of the tribe are thinking Connor instead. Really, no particular reasons why Connor, because he kind of like messed up the challenge a little bit and might have cost it for us. The only reason I pick Aspen over Connor is because I like Connor a lot, and I think he's going to make a good alliance coming here in the future. Not too sure about Aspen. I don't know how this vote's going to go. I feel like it's split pretty evenly. I'm fine with either going personally, but my vote's going for Aspen.
All right, so we got tribal tonight. You know, this week's challenge did not go Waimea's way. We're bad at puzzles. We're real bad at puzzles. You know, obviously there were a couple underperformances. Aspen was not there. Connor underperformed. And so it seems like we have a split camp on this ticket. I know I've talked to several people who are gunning for Aspen, but Allison and I are trying to orchestrate a move on Connor. And so we'll see how that goes. There may be a vote thrown my way as well. We'll see how it goes. So let's get it on with, I guess.
Let's get this tribal started. Welcome back to your third tribal council, where someone will be voted off again tonight. We'll start things off addressing probably the most obvious thing in the room. Waimea has now lost 3 challenges with puzzles. To go off of that, Connor had an amazing performance for Waimea on the Survivor Shuffleboard. How does that feel, Connor?
Felt pretty good, but I didn't have an amazing performance for the last challenge, so kind of knocked me back down.
Well, again, it's all about communication and teamwork, so. I guess. Kevin.
I don't know if it's necessarily the puzzles that hurt us. I feel like the puzzles are usually where we make up the most ground.
Okay.
It's getting to the puzzle that costs us. I wasn't at the first one, but I think that was the same. That we've never been ahead on a puzzle, yet we've still made it close on the puzzle. So I think if we got to a puzzle first, we would win.
Okay. Good observation from Kevin. So the previous 2 votes have seemed to be performance-based in challenges. Is that something that's going to continue tonight? Are you guys going to stick with the theme and vote out poor performers in the challenges? Or is there something else in store? Andrew?
It's hard saying this without like giving something away, but I want to say there's still a lot of thought into like strategy, who you want to play with in the future, kind of like narrowing down a solid team versus like just voting people out for performance. Although performance is important because it means we can come to these less and less, but I don't know if we're ever going to get over that puzzle difficulty because we just don't have all the right pieces.
And last tribal, it was mentioned that you're not Waimea, you're Waimea. Is that still the case? Are you all still one unit? Is the trust all still there? Zach?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think we're a pretty strong unit. Whenever we go into stuff, we go into it as a unit. When we vote as a unit. It's almost always thinking of the tribe and the future of the tribe, or who those in the tribe that want to compete against. It's almost never a part of some alliance thing.
Okay, so it's all for the future of the tribe. Is that kind of the gist of it? Joseph, what do you think? How's the trust levels in the Waimea camp?
You know, going into tribal council, the trust is never as full as it is during a challenge. And so, I know as Waimea we have trust in each other to get stuff done, but there's always a sort of shield that goes up during tribal council, just because you do have to kind of turn in on yourselves. And so part of that trust is knowing that, hey, outside of tribal, that we're not gunning for anybody to like be gone. When we're on tribal, we're going as a team. We want to win and we want to stay together. It's only at tribal when we see these trust issues of voting that voting kind of creates, and that's the whole point of it.
Okay, good answer. I like that. Does anyone have anything else they'd like to add? All right, if not, it is time to vote.
This is because I think I need an ally with Andrew down the line, and I would like his vote. And also, Kevin, I really hope I can trust you. Yes.
All right, the votes have been counted. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Kevin. All right, are you playing this for yourself? Yes. Okay. The rules of Survivor state that in the event a hidden immunity idol is played, all votes cast for Kevin will not count. This is not a hidden immunity idol. We'll proceed with reading the votes. First vote, Connor. Second vote, Sigourney. That's one vote Connor, one vote Sigourney. Third vote, Aspen. That's 1 vote Connor, 1 vote Sigourney, 1 vote Aspen. 6 votes left. Fourth vote, Connor. That's 2 votes Connor, 1 vote Sigourney, 1 vote Aspen. Connor. That's 3 votes Connor, 1 vote Sigourney, 1 vote Aspen. 4 votes left. Aspen. That's 3 votes Connor, 2 votes Aspen, 1 vote Sigourney, 3 votes left. Connor. That's 4 votes Connor, 2 votes Aspen, 1 vote Sigourney, 2 votes left. 6th person voted out of Survivor Golden. Connor. Connor, that's enough. Please bring me your torch. Connor, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go.
Yeah.
Love you. Well, guys, it may have been another performance-related vote, or it may have been our first surprise vote of the season, but we'll see if it pays out for Waimea. You guys head back to camp. I'll catch y'all in there.
Feeling so like I kind of knew it was gonna happen after that challenge. Like I stood up, like I was still on the ground, put it up the mic, and there I go, because I know we both thought off like performance. And I'm like, it was a little sad though. It was sad, but yeah, I knew it was coming. So.
The thing, like these things right here, that's Morse code.
Oh my god!
And apparently it means pedestrian plaza. Now I'm kind of thinking that, so it's on campus, so and the other hint was like all the things are in place or something like that. So it's not going to be like, I don't think you're actually going to be able to see like the Welcome to Golden sign, although you might be able to if you go down to Engineering Annex. But that's not on the pedestrian plaza.
the pedestrian plaza.
But so I'm thinking you might be able to see South Table
from here,
and it might be over here because then also Clear Creek. So like I feel like it's somewhere over here.
Which makes sense because this is the pedestrian plaza.
And
if we need to kick things, I feel like
I will search.
I will also search, but the thing is, I can imagine someone walking through here to check.
Oh, I can. It's protected from the elements, so it's either under something or it's like in something else and just kind of exposed. And I feel like if it's in something, it's in one of those black bags that like the puzzles are kept in, or it's underneath something and we need to just kick stuff.
I think all of it, except the only thing is I've looked everywhere here.
Have you looked down the stretch?
I have not. But I wouldn't consider that part of the pedestrian plaza.
Hi, Keenan.
I would consider this circle pedestrian plaza.
Wait, Asia.
Yeah.
Was it pedestrian plaza or pedestrian walkway?
Pedestrian plaza. The flag says plaza.
Okay.
I feel like this is the plaza, but
This is the
everyone
plaza.
refers to like anything that this is the plaza.
Yeah. Like this circle?
No, like any of these bricks.
Yeah.
Oh, really? So like from over there to over there to over there. Kennedy. I found it! Just kidding.
So fun fact, you can actually lift up these things.
You can?
Yeah, some of them.
Are you lying to me?
I'm not lying to you. Some of them you can, if they're not bolted
Brandon's
back correctly.
like, it's in the toilet! And I'm like, no, it's not. But is it? I see a plastic bag.
Oh my gosh, did we find it? Oh my god.
You guys. You guys!
Okay, let's go.
Where are you ready? Where are you going?
I'm so glad I'm so glad I know that.
Oh my god! Congratulations. You have found the hidden immunity idol. It is up to you whether you share this
You used
information
the wrong
with
weather.
anyone else. Well, this is just neither weathers. That's not a weather.
What do we want to do with it?
So no one
Okay.
knows but us.
What does it look like? This is it. This is it.
You found it. You gotta keep it.
We did not find. I did not find it. That was Brennan.
Brendan, you found it. You gotta keep it.
Oh my gosh. No one's gonna suspect me of anything.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so we have to decide that we're not sharing this with anybody.
No one
No one.
knows
No
but
one.
us.
No one knows.
No one knows.
I guess we're a team.
Yep.
What is the 1, 2, 4 on 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, I can't believe that we found it, you guys. You know what would be really funny is if we made a fake one and ruined someone else's day.
We could use the paper.
Yeah, we could use the same paper. You guys want to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Let's go do it.
Hello everyone, good to see you all again. Right now I'm abs bound. Got a little swipe plus in my hand. Yeah, so today it's Wednesday. Our challenge is up on Saturday. We lost Connor last week, and that was hard because during the thing he went and did the first vote, and he could see that his name was written on the first vote. So he sat down next to me and said, "I think they're voting for me," to which I knew we were voting for him, but had to lie and say, nah, probably just a fluke, because that's probably, I think it was Sigourney's vote or someone who said, nah, she probably didn't talk to anyone, you're fine, to his face, and then went and voted for him. But I didn't know how to break it to him before the other 8 people voted and he had to sit in the room. So I took it as the best moral thing to do, because I didn't want him to break down pre-read votes. But it was tough. It was a really tough thing to do. Other developments, let's see. Kind of started the game with Andrew as like my partner, but recently put in a phone call to Allison. She was on the season last year with me, and I talked with her. We were talking Community Idol, we were talking strategy, we could vote out. But I also proposed, I think me and her could go far, and I don't think anyone else would think we would be together to go far after what happened last year, and like we don't really interact that much, even though we were same staff, we were whatever. But I pitched to her that I kind of go with her. No one knows I'm going with her, but we both kind of pull different parties together because we have different leverages on people, and we kind of keep each other alive and on the low make decisions, but let everybody else kind of make and think they're doing it, and that it wasn't us two together making that call. So yeah, so that's been a big development on what's next for me in the game. Who knows? Or she might be screwing me over. I don't know. I feel like Allison would have gone through something like this, but maybe I've got a better offer because she thinks I'm so dangerous because I know people or whatever, but why not use me then rather than get rid of me this season? So, see how it plays out.
Alright, come on in, guys! My kite's over there. Waimea's over here in the green line. Random person. Alright, welcome to today's immunity challenge. First things first, Luke, I'll take that back. Once again, immunity is back up for grabs. Alright, today's challenge consists of 2 parts. The first part is there are 6 bags with a puzzle piece sunk on the bottom of the pool, and there's a knot on each of the bags. The first part of the challenge is you'll have one person dive in to a bag, grab it from the bottom, and you can swim up to the top with it and untie the knot above water. Alright, so once you have the bag untied, you'll swim it down to the puzzle team, which is going to be on the other side. And the puzzle team can actually use that clue to begin working on the puzzle, one clue at a time. And then once you drop the bag off, you must swim back and touch the wall, and the next person can go. So how this is set up is you'll have 2 people doing the puzzle at the end. So for people who don't want to swim, that's perfect.
And then you'll distribute the rest of the people to retrieve a bag. At least one person must go per bag. We good? Yeah. All right, before we get into today's challenge, I need everyone to drop their buffs. We are tribe swapping. Strategize with your new teams, and then we'll get going.
What's that one? Ready. Go!
And Thunder immediately goes deeper. Cole is working on the first knot for Maikai. Immediately goes to the 13-foot knot. Cole still working on the first knot for Maikai. Thunder comes up with the knot. He begins untying the knot for Waimea. Cole still working on the knot. Cole still working on the knot for Maikai. Thunder working on the knot for Waimea. Thunder has the knot untied, and he's swimming back. You're gonna have to dig deep. Both teams now working on the puzzle to start. Joseph starts with the second shallowest knot for Maikai. Kevin dives deep for Waimea. He's looking for that bag. He's going down. He cannot get there. He's gonna have to come back. Joseph working on that second knot for Maikai, using his teeth. Kevin battling, treading water. Joseph has got the bag untied and he's swimming all the way to the end for Maikai. Kevin is making good progress on that knot. Joseph drops the piece back. He's going back for Maikai. They've got two of the pieces. He's battling hard. You're gonna have to dig deep, Kevin. Kevin has his knot untied and he's swimming to the puzzle. Kevin drops the puzzle off and he's gonna swim back. And Maikai is in the lead so far, but there's a lot of challenge left to be played. Good, Zach, go. And now Zach is going for Waimea. Becca is treading water, untying that knot. And Becca has the bag untied and then she's swimming. Zach begins working on the third knot for Waimea. Zach still working on that third knot for Waimea. He's almost got it. And Becca making progress, slowly but surely, swimming back for Maikai. Zach has the knot untied and he's gonna drop it off. Andrew, you're good, go! And Zach is on his way back for Waimea. Andrew swims out for the fourth knot for Maikai. And both teams continue working on the puzzle. Solving this puzzle takes communication, teamwork, and creative thinking. Jack making good progress on this knot. And Andrew has his untied. He's swimming for Maikai. Jack working on his knot. He's almost there. Andrew on his way back for Maikai. Jack's got his knot untied. He's swimming out. And Jack is swimming his puzzle piece back. Andrew is coming back for Maikai. Cole prepared to go back in the water for Maikai. He's almost there. You gotta touch the wall. He's gotta touch the wall. You're good. Jack may have lost his goggles. No, he's got them. He's swimming back for Waimea. He's gonna have to make up some ground. Cole going for that deeper knot. He's got the bag and he's beginning to work on the knot. Allison gets that first knot. This knot is the most difficult. She's gonna have to work through this. Cole making good progress on that knot. He's got it. Cole on his way back for Maikai. Joseph swimming out for Maikai. Allison swimming her bag out for Waimea. Allison on her way back for Waimea. Joseph has the bag and he's going to begin work.
And you're there.
You're good, Thunder. Go. And both teams have one bag left. Thunder swimming out for that last bag for Waimea. It is the 5th bag, the 2nd deepest. This is the bag that Kevin could not get when he went out. Joseph has the last bag for Maikai. And Thunder drops off the back. He is on his way back. Both teams have all of their bags. It's all come down to the puzzle. And Maikai has moved to the side, working through the puzzle, slowly but surely. And we've got both teams working on this very hard logic puzzle. Even with all 6 clues, it's going to take a lot of thinking to figure this one out. Waimea is making a lot of progress on this puzzle, but is it right? That's what they're going to have to figure out. Maikai is struggling. You're going to have to step it up, Maikai. Waimea thinks they have it. Something is not right. There is a mistake. Maikai is still in this challenge. But they're making progress quickly. It has become a lot closer. This is for a big immunity in this game. You never want to go to tribal council. Maikai switching things up. Maikai is filling out that grid now. Waimea is filling out the grid. The grid will help you solve this puzzle. It is meant to be a tool. Both teams cold, hungry, exhausted. Maikai thinks they have it. Maikai wins it! Alright, Maikai. Congratulations! First challenge of the Tribe Swarm.
Yes, my hair looks awful, but yes, we won the challenge. Today was the first challenge of the Tribe Swap, and I gotta say, I think it went just about as good as could have wanted it to. So, as it turned out, Andrew and I got switched over to Maikai, and it was a little nerve-wracking because it looked like it was fixing to be one-person swap. We're still waiting to hear about what Brennan and Aspen and Sigourney, how they're going to be placed. But for now, it's for sure that Andrew and I are on my time for the time being. And that is something. So, it was good that we won today. We put in a lot of strong effort, and I gotta give my hat off to Phoebe and Kennedy because they just they got that. That logic puzzle did not look easy, and they got it. And they took their time, and they did great. Yeah, the swimming was good, but in the scope of things, wasn't as important as that was. And so that was really great what they did. So that was wonderful. This worked out really well for Allison and I, since Allison remains on Waimea, and original Waimea still remains the majority, which is good because it means that she's not in any likely danger from being voted off. It's also good because Kevin and Thunder are both on there, and I really want to keep them around. My only fear is Jack. I feel like he can be tied in later, and I don't want that to be destroyed if he gets voted off. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Allison and I will probably talk about it tomorrow, but it's good that it ended the way it did because now Andrew and I are pretty safe on the team. Not only are we not in danger of being voted out tomorrow night, we also have established that we're strong players, even if we are on a different team. We didn't throw the challenge, we put in a really freaking solid effort, and we belted it out and we won. And that says something, and hopefully my tie will choose to keep us around, and hopefully their puzzle skills will help keep us through to the merge. So, all in all, it was a very, 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 very good challenge. All right, Freya. So, our goal today, we're gonna go find that idol. All right, we're gonna release the hounds.
Yeah! Ah!
Oh my God!
Here, Joseph, let go of the leash. Come here, come here.
We're one day after the tribal swap, and I'm thinking this can either be the best thing that ever happened to me, or I immediately get voted out. So, and since we lost yesterday, it's now tribal today. Supposedly, people are voting out Zach. But, you know, when you're the person getting voted out, they come up with a plan what to tell you, and to me, it doesn't make sense to vote out Zach, because that would mean the former Waimeans who are still in Waimea lose their majority over us Maikais. So they could just be telling me that because I'm soon to be gone. But if it's not me, I've got Asya. And then I'm pretty chappy with R.A. Kevin and Thunder. And I could see that easily becoming an alliance. Me and those two boys on her own, separate of Asya. And Asya, I think she thinks that I'm just some sort of pawn who really only goes through her to get information. And I for some part of me likes to keep it that way, you know, just let her be the big dog, and I'll just, you know, try to survive. But now that we're in a different tribe, there's a whole new dynamic. There's a whole new possibilities for me. I mean, I went from being the guy who was almost voted out until they decided not to vote out me, to being a guy who could possibly have some very strong alliances. But I guess we have to wait till tribal. This could be the last day of my Survivor career this semester, which would be sad, but you know, I'm thinking I could live, at least make it to the merge. That's the goal. That's always the goal. Until then, stay frosty, Sacramento.
Dwindling down.
Yeah. Welcome to another tribal council. Obviously, things have been shaken up a little bit in the game. Cool, so yeah, we had the tribe swap last challenge, and interestingly enough, 4 Waimeas remained on Waimea, and 4 Maikais swapped onto Waimea.
Jack, how does that feel to be a my kind swapping onto Waimea?
You know, I'm not sure because it's even. There's been a lot more discussion about sort of where things lie. Whereas, you know, in another situation, it might have been a lot more unfortunate swapping onto a different tribe. But luckily, we're not looking at it strictly by tribal lines because we can't at this point, right? It's 4-4, and somewhere somebody has to move.
Interesting. So maybe tonight, maybe there is no tribal split. Maybe it's all another decision and tribal lines might be blurred. Allison, do you feel that tribal lines are still there, or has it morphed again into a one Maya kind of situation?
I think it's definitely a one Maya. I think it helps that we know each other pretty well, and so we're getting to kind of build connections that aren't just from the previous Waimea.
Waimea has historically voted off of challenge performance. Asya, do you feel like you're a target tonight because of the puzzle in this last immunity challenge?
The puzzle, it was a good puzzle. It was a hard puzzle. It was a puzzle. I hope not. I mean, I think everybody on the team performed really well. The swimming was, I think, a challenge for a lot of people on both tribes. The puzzle took a really long time, and it was definitely like the thing that took the most time between the swimming and the puzzle. And I hope that we're not voting out based on that, because obviously then I would be on the chopping block there. So I certainly hope not.
Luke, do you want to comment as well?
Yeah, it was a tough one. Yeah, well, I just feel bad because they really swam hard. And
Yeah, they did. They swam really hard.
We screwed the pooch. So I mean, my neck might be on the line, but I would hope not, because I don't know. I'm happy.
So another interesting point is with the tribe swap, Waimea has a team of a lot of physical players, a lot of good power players in this game. How does it feel to have such competitive and just big name tribe, I guess?
I think we have just strong people left in general between both tribes. Like the other tribe definitely has a few players that can be seen as like a physical threat as well.
I think we've done a good job of culling out the people who aren't really playing as hard as they could be. So I think everyone who's left is actually really strong players.
It's gonna start getting fun.
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll begin the vote. Luke, you're up first.
I'm voting for you because we haven't had a conversation yet, and I hope it's you and not me.
You're too much of a threat. Alright, I'll go tally the votes.
It was pretty cheap though.
Alright. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright, once the votes have been read, the decision is final and you will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. First vote, Thunder. Second vote, Asya. It's one vote Thunder, one vote Asya. 6 votes left.
See ya.
Sorry. Third vote, Zach. That's 1 vote Thunder, 1 vote Asya, 1 vote Zach. 5 votes left. Asya. 2 votes Asya, 1 vote Zach, 1 vote Thunder. 4 votes left. Asya. 3 votes Asya, 1 vote Zach, 1 vote Thunder. 3 votes left. Zach. 3 votes Asya, 2 votes Zach, 1 vote Thunder,
2 votes left. Zach. 3 votes Zach, 3 votes Asya, 1 vote Thunder, 1 vote left. 7th person, voted out of Survivor Golden. Asya. Asya, bring me your torch. Asya, that is enough. The tribe has spoken.
I'm just kidding. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Alright, so looks like tribe lines have indeed blurred, and Wanea has voted a power player out of this game. Let's see how it works out for you guys. Head back to camp.
I'm a little disappointed, but it's kind of nice knowing that people see me as enough of a threat that they want to get me out, which is pretty cool. There are some people that I'm rooting for in the game. Really hope that Brendan and Kennedy and Cole make it far, but yeah, Allison and Jack got me, and to be honest, right before this tribal, I kind of had a hunch for some reason that this was going to happen, but better sooner than later, I guess.
Tribal went poorly. Asya went home, which is bad for me, because Asya is somebody that everybody's threatened by in this game. Everybody's talked about sending her home at some point, and I am also one of those people. And so, for her to go home this soon, she was my shield. She was the person that was going to get voted out before me because people are more threatened by her. And technically it worked. She is gone before me. But it's way too soon. And so Allison orchestrates this whole thing. And I'm talking to Allison, walking back from Tribal. And so I'm asking, why wasn't I told? Like, why would you keep me out of the loop? Am I next? Like, what happened? And she tells me that she didn't keep me in the loop because if I was never on the wrong side of a vote, that would be a powerful thing to say at Final Tribal, and I would win. If that's not the most transparent lie I've ever heard, there's no way she's thinking about my opening statements at Final Tribal right now. She's very clearly not telling me because she thought that I would tell Asya and that I would somehow flip it on her. And that telegraphs to me that I'm next. And so at this point, there's no more hiding behind shields. There's no more disguising my threat level. I need to start throwing my weight around because I'm going home if I just keep sitting on my butt and waiting for something to happen.